Hi, Tyler from Interfidelity here at the show Newport 2015. I'm in the Blackbird audio room with Dan Muskies. Hi, Dan.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to meet you.
And the cool thing about this room is that unlike any other show I've been to, I think this is the first time I've seen a room that is all dedicated to headphones on one of the main floors. Why'd you do that, Dan?
Well, we just decided to mix it up this year. We do have a second room that has what people would more expect, but we wanted to also show that there's some very affordable, very great value headphone amplifiers and headphones, along with some top-tier electronics that will also breathe a lot of magic into your headphones as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Dan runs an audio store, so this is not a manufacturer's room. This is a room from a store that's in the
Right.
San Diego area?
Correct. Yeah, I'm in San Diego's East County. It's called Santee.
Okay.
I run Blackbird Audio Gallery.
Cool. And do you have a focus on headphones in your store as well too? Is there an area where headphones?
More and more, the market is kind of dictating that a little bit.
Yeah.
I started a few years back, kind of monitoring some of the HeadFi
Sure.
forums, and the little can amp.
Right. This hasn't been around for quite a while now.
Yeah, it set the world on fire. When those guys figured out what was going on with it, I was getting orders for 20 and 30 of them at a time.
Yeah, I've seen it around quite a bit. How much is that?
$480.
$480. So I want to talk to you still a little bit more about the store thing, and then we'll go around the room.
I appreciate that.
You said the market is sort of demanding it. Did you actually have people coming into the store going, "Do you have headphones?" and stuff like
calling,
that?
Sending me emails, stopping in. What do you have in the way of headphones? Or so-and-so told me, that you have a can amp or something along those lines.
Because that's not really common in high-end audio showrooms.
It's not.
And Steve Guttenberg in New York spent a lot of time harassing dealers in New York to get in more headphones, and one of them did. I can't remember the name of the store now. And it was very, very successful for them. So, are you finding that it's a good draw for people in the store? Can you kind of convert a customer? If an audio file comes in, can you say, "Look, I know you got everything you need, but here's some headphone stuff"?
Yeah. Well, I don't. My approach, or the way that I see things, is not so much that you're a headphone customer or you're a 2-channel or surround sound customer. If you're a music lover, is how do you want to get your music and how do you want to get access to it?
Right.
Headphones is just a very luxurious way of being able to do it. I mean, if you have a headphone that goes down to 6 or 8, hertz, to 30K, to achieve that, and a floor standing speaker is going to get very expensive.
Yeah.
And the electronics to make that happen as well. Headphones can do that for you.
Yeah.
And in a family situation where I used to have a couple of young kids in the house, empty nesters now, but throwing on some headphones at night and not bothering the rest of the family, well, shoot, that's great too.
Yeah. All right. Well, why don't you show us some of the gear that you're featuring here? You showed us the Heed can amp.
Can amp, $480. If you have AKG 701, 702s, or some Sennheisers, this is the guy you want to get. At $750 as its base price, the Canalot with a smaller external power supply will get you going in a big way, or you can upgrade it by going to the QPSU. It's an external power supply that will bump it up to $1,200 for that.
Cool.
Yeah. The third box in that line is actually a DAC. It's called the Dactylus, and that's what's translating things from our CD drive down here.
All right. And then over here we've got some super high-end gear.
Yeah, this all comes out of Italy. The manufacturer is Viva, and we introduced this one at the Newport show last year. It's the Viva Egoista 845. It's named after the tubes that are being used as the output. It puts out about 15 watts Class A. It's an SET amplifier. Headphone dedicated only. It's got several inputs on it.
And the cost of this guy?
This is $12,000.
Cool. And then I see you're featuring the Hi-Fi Man HE1000, which is a fabulous headphone.
Yeah, I love these things. They've drawn a lot of attraction a lot of attention, I should say, from the show goers already. The Genesis Muse. This is a $15,000 music server. It is amazing. I really been baffled by the quality of sound that this has been able to put out. It's my first my first exposure to it, and I love it.
So it uses a pad as an interface?
Right, yeah, and it's open source controlling, so the Slim Device software is really what they're using.
Oh, really?
Controlling it, right.
Wow,
yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Put that on your Android or whatever. We have the Viva Egoista 2A3. It's also a headphone amplifier, different set of tubes with some really crazy magic for mid-range. And Viva's Numerico DAC with a CD drive. It's got digital input, so they refer to it more as a DAC.
Cool. And then we have something over here as well.
Yeah, so more heating equipment. This little integrated amplifier is brand new. We received it last Monday, and so this is the first one of it in the United States. Its retail is $1,200, $11.95. Features a photo stage for moving magnet turntables, 35 watts a channel, Class A/B. It doubles into 4 ohms. It does have a Class A headphone amplifier built into it as well. Next to it is Heed's CD drive. Another Dactyl is down there. D8 converter with an external power supply.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for putting a room out there that's all headphone dedicated. I really appreciate it. I appreciate that, and I hope it serves you well, the show.
I appreciate your time and
cool.
Thanks so much.
All right. We'll see you guys at the next booth.